Hey friends, we are back with another book review, and this is for a series that I had been very, very excited about, by Kristin Ciccarelli, Crimson Moth Book 1, Crimson Moth Book 2. This one might look a little familiar because you may have already seen the short reels version of this review. Still love this book, 10 out of 10, loved it. The problem comes with the sequel. I will never understand, like, I'm going to be slightly probably rude for about 0.5 seconds, that I don't understand how, the reviews on the back or anything. I'm going to be brutally honest. I looked forward to this for a year. So I read this one when it first came out in January of last year. I think it was January of last year. I could be wrong. And then I waited a year for this book to come out. Was so excited about it. Was like, oh my gosh, this was so well freaking written to me. To get to this book and then spend 450 something pages. I think it's like 455 of the actual story. Yeah, 455 of the actual story. And it was rushed. I gave this 3.5 stars on Storygraph, and I'm actually starting to regret giving it 3.5 stars. I think giving it 3.5 stars was too generous. Now that I think back on how I felt about the ending of it, and the way this book ended just reminds me how much I hate duologies, and that there is still only one duology that I have ever enjoyed, and that is Rebecca Ross's An Enchanted River and then A Fire Endless. I think those are the two books. I would double check, but I just don't want to waste y'all's time. But I'll put it in the comments of, like, in the video description of why I like that book series. I have never done a book review on those. I probably should, because I love that book series, that duology. It was absolutely amazing. But I read this, and I felt like we could have had 3 books. It could have been a trilogy. I have this thing. And I guess I should have been skeptical when I saw how thin it was, that this was not going to be good. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you're doing a duology and you have set yourself up for amazing things in this book, which really kills me, I would also like to point out that Rebecca Ross actually made a comment on Heartless Hunter, which kills me, because, like, she's not wrong. Heartless Hunter was absolutely amazing. This was the book that I can't get behind. It was far too rushed, and I'm gonna keep saying that. That's my main problem with it. It's so rushed. It picks up a few months after the events of this book. And from the time we get there, it is go, 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 go. No! We have shit that has to be worked through. You have people whose hearts got broken in the last book. Like, no! We have stuff to work through here, people. And I feel like while we do get some resolutions to emotional things that happened and took place in book 1, this was not it. This was not it in a bag of chips. This was not enough to sustain me. I personally feel like, again, this could have been dragged out, and it could have been a trilogy. Again, I've only ever had one duology, like, blow me away. And that is Rebecca Ross's. I'm pretty sure it's A River Enchanted and A Fire Endless. Like, those two were absolutely amazing. They also were not thin. They were really well written. They were much thicker than these books and taller. So, like, when I tell you, like, there was a lot of verbiage in it, it was good. This was not it. These books, as much as I love the covers, they're really cool covers, and I love moths. We all know this. These books will be going to McKay's. They will be going in the box going to McKay's because this sucked so badly. I know I said I gave it 3.5 stars. I will never touch these books again. Like, this... You can't make the villain come, and it's been a year, I can say these things. You can't make the villain come back in this book at the very end that we have all thought is dead based on what we have been told. Bring her back in this book. Well, rephrase. Bring her back at the end of this book as the villain again. To bring her into this book and then rush it. And I say that because it irritates me. I will not tell you what happened. If you want to know, come find me on Instagram. Come find me on Instagram and I will tell you everything. Come find me on a social media platform that you can DM me on and I will tell you everything desperately that I hated. But I have to say, and I'm sorry, Kristin, I apologize profusely for what's about to come out of my mouth. But then also at the same time, I owe it to be honest about my feelings about this. This sucked. It felt way too rushed, way too jam-packed into 455 pages. This should have either been a trilogy, or you should have made this book longer and just built things out, because this was too rushed. And that's how I feel about it. Some people may enjoy it. I really hope my internet acquaintance Hillary, who is responsible for the Glow Up rebrand stuff that I've also been participating in, if you've seen that stuff on Instagram, I hope when she reads this we can talk about it, but it was awful. And you're probably like, well, Trula, what else were you reading at the time? I had just come off reading Onyx Storm and 2 other books that are over here in this pile to be reviewed. It doesn't matter. I was not in an Onyx Storm hangover. This is not like I was still upset about Xaden and Violet and I wanted more of that tonal quality of reading. No. I read the different stories because I enjoy reading different style of characters. And yeah, no, this wasn't it. I'm sorry, Kristin. It wasn't it. This could have been better in my opinion. And I'm not shitting on anyone who liked it. If you enjoyed it, I'm glad you enjoyed it. This was not for me. And this is why I hate duologies. So these two we will be saying goodbye to, and they will be going to McKay's and hopefully finding new homes to go to. But yeah, that's it for the Crimson Moth series in this household. And I love you all, and I will see you in the next one.